So, gardening. Could do a gardening one, I suppose. MG in the Garden Adventures. How that would go.
Inch by inch, row by row,
Lordy-dardy-dar.
this garden.
Lordy-dardy. Scrumpy.
All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground.
Right, what's going on here?
Inch by inch, row by
Well, hello there! Ha ha ha! Looks like you caught me doing a bit of green-fingered work in me old green... Oh, bugger. Now, I've got me greenhouse here and I decided to do me show MG and the Gardening Adventures. I've got lots of stuff that I can show you I'm going to be doing. I'm going to probably be stroking me beetroots and rustling up me broccolis before sticking my arm as far up a ponny tunnel as I can possibly manage. And if you're lucky, you can possibly see me digging out a few potatoes later. And if it's not too late, I could be going a bit of scrumping with my friends, 'cause cider always tastes better when you've stolen the apples. That's a great... Anyway, let me carry on now. I've got lots to do, and I'll see you in the next episode. Look forward to seeing you. That's MG in the Garden Adventures. Lardy-dardy. No, I'm not sure that one's right. What about MG and the DIY show? I wonder how that would go. I hope. It's a right grand day in shed, and I'm doing MG and DIY show from it. It's a grand building, is this. Now, mostly in my shows, I will indiscriminately be screwing random things into pieces of wood like this. I shall also be hanging shelves without the aid of a spirit level, which doesn't go down too well. I shall regularly be wearing check shirts to make me look more manly, and I'll be slipping from Yorkshire to Lancashire accents on a regular basis. Don't forget, indiscriminate drill noises for no particular reason. I really hope you enjoy my show, MG and DIY. I've gone back to Yorkshire again. It's grand. Let me carry on. I've got stuff to do. Don't look. No, I'm not sure that one's right either. Oh well, just looks like MG and the adventure with me. Sorry. Really sorry. Welcome to MG and the Big
Venture!
So, if you didn't hear, it's MG and the Big Adventure now. So, yeah, in all honesty, we're changing tack a little bit, out of the forest and into the detective room. What would you call a detective room? What would a room that a detective works in be called? I don't know. Anyway, for this week, we're in the detective room because, as I just mentioned, I purchased some negatives, good old negatives. Look, here they are. Now you might be saying, where did you get them from? What are they? Well, here it is. I was in a second-hand shop and they were sitting there. Now I have an interest in just casually looking through negatives, just holding them up to the light and just seeing what's what. And these intrigued me. They seem to be of a family. And other than that, I knew nothing. Now I have a scanner with me. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scan the photographs in and you'll be able to see them. Because ultimately what would be fantastic would be to try and find the people involved in these photographs, whoever they are, or their family members. I don't know if you can see that there. Bailey's, the chemist in Clacton-on-Sea. Now, I've looked them up and they're not there anymore, strangely. Even the road that they're on, Electric Parade, doesn't seem to be there. Now, they were in this wallet, but they also, that wallet was then, had this wallet over, which is a Kodak one. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky because this one says Nottingham and handwritten just above it says Bournemouth. Whereas this one, as I said, says Clacton. So we could find ourselves going up completely the wrong avenue. Now, I've decided to start with the obvious, and that's go for the Clacton and either Clacton or Essex area and see where we go. So look, let's get the screen up and running and get these scanned in, and then we'll go from there. Here we are. Let's open Lightroom up, and what we'll do is we'll have a look at the images. Here they all are. There's 43 photos, as you can see from here. If I go through each one, you'll see they're just one family by the looks of it. That's the mother, two sisters, that's the mother again. And then we come across some odd random photographs, such as a railway station. Now, most of these photographs, as you'll see, seem to be taken at the same location, and there's a monkey puzzle tree which sits behind. I'm not saying that's going to give us any indication. That could be long gone, and probably is. There's a building there showing a soda fountain. This, as you can see, looks like some sort of quayside. It's a river rather than the sea. And then we come across these odd ones. This could be a railway station. Again, that photograph there, if you look here, there, let's enlarge that. That could be the wife, and these could be the children. But I don't know, maybe they were just on a railway trip, as you can see from these photographs here. Now, you're probably saying, why would you want to worry about it? But this is my fascination, you see, because I love history. And coming across these is just quite literally opened up something that's laid dormant for decades. I have done a blog on this, which is just here, the link to it. So if you want to read that, it goes through everything, and also links to the gallery, so you can have a good look at those as well. So I want to start off with the mother, the haircut, and this part here shouts Art Deco to me, or of that styling. Everything to me says 1920s, 1930s, with the dress code. Here's one of the biggest clues, is this thing here. Now, this emblem is carried by two counties, both Essex and Middlesex. Now, if it was Essex, it would tie in perfectly with this little thing saying Clacton-on-Sea. Now, I've looked up the badge, and the badge I think is Essex, and the possibility, if you can just see here, right here, where is it? Just here, around here, it might say Essex. You can't really see what it says. The Middlesex one has a crown quite often sitting above the three swords. So I'm pretty confident it's Essex, and it ties in with what we've said. A deck chair is another clue. You don't often have deck chairs in the middle of the countryside or the city. So I'm thinking possibly seaside. So Clacton is on the sea. And again, we're flicking through these photographs again. You can look at them on the, if you go to the vlog. All seem to be dressed in school uniform. Now, the shoes are neat. The clothes are neat. The houses seem to be fairly modern for their time. I can't tell from this girl's hat whether it's a school hat, but it looks like a school badge, so I would have to look that up. Now, I have tried already to look up the school badge, or at least to see which school in Essex carried the Essex main logo or county emblem, and I can't come across any at the moment, so that's my first point avenue. See, again, he's wearing that school cap. So the idea is to try and identify the town and then the era, and I'm going on the basis that they actually live, this is their garden, and the reason I'm saying it is because we've got this brick wall here, which is the same as the brick wall here, and I would say this is near their front door. You can see the row of front doors here. So I think this is their garden, and I'm saying the chances are that this monkey puzzle tree is in the next garden. So deck chair, Essex, Clacton on the thing. Possibly draw your own conclusions to where it is. So, mother wearing a fox fur, leather gloves. Working class people didn't wear fox furs and leather gloves. The daughter's borrowed the leather gloves, and she's trying to look quite trendy, and she's posing. The haircuts, the coat. These, does anybody know houses with these sort of symbols on, or this finishing off? These look like, I'll be honest with you, they look like seaside houses. Don't ask me why, but Dad with a tie pin, that I can't tell what it is. That might be able to help me determine, because he's wearing a badge of some sort. Could be a trade union badge, it could be any badge member of. So here we are. So this is where we start, and that's Big Adventure for episode 8.